Maybe you ask yourself, what I should do every day for my business idea. Did you ask that maybe? Well, what do I mean with knowledge development growth? You should always learn. Learning is a very important part when it comes to be independent. You should learn, also your employees should learn, so they will bring new network, maybe people in your class, or new people, new knowledge, new efficient ways to get very profitable for the company. You should build a lucrative company with your management team, and your employees should be the benefit of the company. They should not be the most costs of the company. They should benefit the company. They should be the company. They should also support the company, that the company can live and make awesome business. So the balance scorecard, just to give you a little summary, is going to say you how the finances will look like, how the customers are going to react on your business, and how we are setting up our processes, and also good, at least we have the knowledge development and growth. So in the development part, in the growth part, it's also important that you build your own distribution channels. Distribution channels are so important because maybe you have a service. You have a service business and you are offering your client services. So in the services, you need a big distribution channels because you don't have a retail like when you are the producer of product and you're offering it to retail so they can sell it for you. So they are actually the distribution channel. But if you have a service business, you have to build your own distribution channel. How? So I will give you now 2 good scenarios that you can identify your own business idea or company, and also take this information and implement it to your own company or business. So the first scenario is you have like a clothing line, a fashion line. You have a fashion label with products which you make maybe abroad in another country. You have a partner there which is going to print you t-shirts. So the partner in the other country is very cheap for you because you are living in a country where people are paying for your product 3 times more than you can make it in the other country. So in the balance scorecard, you have less costs on the finance part. It's interesting for shareholders. In the customer part, you have customers which are willing to pay 3 times more than you would offer with your partner, which is actually your buy-in. So your buy-in is much more less than you offer your client. So on the business side, the client is very interested in your product. He will pay the product. He is interested to buy your product. So the next thing will be the processes. And that's actually the big problem in a clothing line. When your processes are not efficient, maybe you think, oh, you know what? My partner in the other country has also margin about this offer, which I could make for myself. So I will take a bigger margin so I can make more cash in the short term with those clients. But I will tell you what will happen. You will have a big problem in your company because you will take a lot of time just doing from printing to selling and to support the customers with their issues. You will run over issues and get late for your other appointments which your customers will give you. So your projects will get delayed and the customers will get really disturbed. And that's also not interesting for the shareholders. So on the finance part, they will not be interested to be part of your business anymore because it will not be that profitable for them or lucrative. So the most important part when it comes to a business which does products and need a retail actually is that you be very efficient with your processes. So now the second scenario is a service business. Maybe I'll take example of my own businesses. I have WAZY. WAZY is a film production, photography, web design and graphical design company based in Switzerland. So as we are not creating physical products, we do the work on our own. So on the finance part, we have big and expensive equipment which we have to pay maybe for a loan, maybe we buy directly in the short term liability which is not that great. Maybe we take a long-term liability, a loan to pay our infrastructure. So if you invest that amount, big money, you should get a good ROI. What is the ROI? Return of investment. So in our business, actually, we have a good margin. If you charge 200 francs per hour for a 10-hour shoot and it is 2 days, you are mostly earning about 4,000 Swiss francs here in Switzerland. That is one example. So 4,000 francs for 2 days is very profitable. So it's very interesting, a very interesting business. It's interesting in the finance part for our shareholders and for people being part in our business. It's also interesting for customers because they will pay for the quality and you can offer the quality even if you have the equipment or you have to rent it in your rental partner company. On the processes way, you are willing to learn new equipment, you are willing to learn new technology, new softwares, new editing techniques, all kind of stuff you need to know that you be up to date in your business. So that we don't have any kind of problems anymore. But as it is a service business, the last point, knowledge and growth, is the most biggest problem in service businesses. Because you need to learn a lot of new things and being up to date, as you need to also grow the company. You need to build your own distribution channel. You don't have actually a retail which does all the marketing services, all the distribution channels for your product. So you are launching your own service in the market and you have competitors which you need to show your business off that you can get very profitable clients. So you need to pitch the client, you need to get more potential leads. You have to build your own distribution channel. So as you see, on the service business, we have the problems more on the knowledge and growth part, and on a product, if you make physical products, you need to be more efficient on the process side of the balanced scorecard. So that was a rough example of the balanced scorecard. We have 80 minutes now explaining the balanced scorecard. I hope I could give you a little vision about the balanced scorecard. Oh, one little big thing I have to say. If you use a strategic tool like that, if you use a strategic tool like the balanced scorecard, you need to know something. You need to focus. If you focus on one objective or two objectives, you will make the two objectives very great. So you will make the two services or the two products which you are launching very great. If you do 3 to 4 products or services alone, then you will actually make 1 to 2 very great. If you make 4 or more than 10 objectives for your business, as you are starting your business and building the business, actually you do none of any kind of objectives very great. So that means you're not that efficient anymore. Is that interesting? No. You actually are going to destroy your company part for part, so people gets really disturbed. You will get delays. People will not understand your business. Your business will just flood in bankruptcy, and we don't want that. So it's very important that you have 1 or 2 objectives, 1 or 2 services, 1 or 2 physical products starting your business idea, and you will develop from there with the balanced scorecard if you want new services, new products in your line offering to your shareholders or your clients. So that was a rough example in 2 parts now, and I hope you liked it. Subscribe and like and comment on this video. I hope you liked it, and also take this information for your own company or for your own business idea. If you are an entrepreneur, whatever. My name is Bonni Kuruvilla, and I'm a business developer and film producer. This was today's series. I hope you really liked it. Comment, like and subscribe on this video, and we'll see you on the next time. See ya. Bye-bye.